Hey everyone, G14 here. I think this video is just gonna be like a story time. Um, yeah, I was in match and I just decided to record. But I think this is gonna be a story of like how I got into video games. So, well, let me tell you guys. So, I guess it all started back on the PS2. My family didn't really have a lot of money back then. So we only had a PS2 instead of like the new stuff. And that, like, my dad used to play this game. It was like, it was a hunting game, a really old one. And it was like really fun for me and my brother to play. My brother didn't really get obsessed with the games like I did, but I did, and we didn't have a lot of games for it because it was a PS2. So the hunting game was one of the main games that we had, and it was my favorite, and I think that's why I like gun games or like hunting games the most, because it's like that was the first game I ever started playing. And yeah, I used to like sneak in the living room when I was supposed to be in bed. Remember, this was like a long time ago, like when I was 4. And I used to watch my dad play it all night until he gets ready to go to bed. Then I'll have to run into my room and, make sure he doesn't catch me. But yeah, so one night I snuck in, started playing the hunting game. My dad caught me, but he didn't really care because it was like in the morning. But I wasn't like ever really allowed to play on it. That's why I snuck and did it. But when he let me play, like, I played all day playing that game. And like I think I stayed on the very first like map or the same place. Didn't kill any animals that day. And like I was just happy that my dad actually let me play. And when I went to bed, I actually played again, and I was actually able to like kill the animal I was supposed to kill. And so I think that's where the game hooked me, cause like I don't know, I thought, hey, look, I could actually do this. So I kept playing. I got to the second level. It was just as hard. I had to kill like I'm pretty sure it was running bears. Or no, not running bears, running deers. And that was like the hardest thing to do because, I'm young. I wasn't really, like, my hands weren't that big. So it was kind of hard to hold the controller. And when I beat that level, I felt really good. So, I just kept playing and playing. And one night I beat the game. And my dad was really surprised because, I'm like a 4-year-old playing this game. And, like, how does a 4-year-old already beat the game? Like, that's surprising. And, like, the game, once I, like, finished that, I, like, kept replaying it. And my dad never had time to play. Like, after that day, like, the PS2 was just mine. And, one day I snuck in and put in a different game. It was a WWE game. And, oh my god, I remember, I put it in and started it, and I thought I was playing, but what you're really supposed to do is like, I remember you were supposed to like set it to where like move the controller stick to where it like move. I don't know how to explain it, but like you could watch two people fight, but it like AI, or you could actually set it to where you're playing. And I remember like you have to set it to play, and I didn't set it right, and I was like playing as John Cena. And I thought I was playing, I thought I was so good, and the next morning I told my dad, because he didn't think I could like start playing that game. He thought, you know, that game's too hard. And I told my dad, Dad, I'm good, watch. And like it was just the AI playing, and I really thought it was me until he said it for me, and then, you know, I realized. And you know, I started playing more of the shooting games. Like, I think when I hit 7, I was allowed to start playing like most of the shooting games. You know, my parents didn't really care what games I played anymore. And I remember, like, that's when I got into Resident Evil 4 and Devil May Cry. And me and my brother used to play Resident Evil. We couldn't even get past the first part because, you know, like, we were young and we were like scared of the zombies and stuff. It was really scary for us. And when I hit 8, I actually beat the game. It was really fun. It was a really fun game. And then I started playing Devil May Cry. I never actually got anywhere in the game. I only stayed in the beginning, you know, because I didn't know what to do. And then, you know, like about 3 months, or not 3, like a couple, like 1 or 2 months. I can't say months right now, sorry. But you know, like, I'll just say like weeks. A couple weeks later, I started. There was a Spider-Man game that I noticed, and I started playing it. And that game just like changed it. I got so far in that game. I think I beat it, but it took a really, really long time. And I think that's like my 3rd game that I've beat. And like, wait up, let me hear. Alright, yeah. But I'm trying to remember, because remember, this is a long time ago. And I think after that I hit like 9. You know, I wasn't really happy anymore with the PS2 because they're not giving out any new games now, stuff like that. And for Christmas that year, my parents got me a PS3 with the game Watch Dogs 2 on it, and that game was really fun because my aunt's husband had that game on his Xbox, and I've played it before, like, I even got the PS3, and like, I loved it. So my sister Addie got the game for me for Christmas, and the PS3, my Xbox. And you know, like I instantly started playing it. It was just great. And I think that was where like I knew I was gonna be obsessed with games from there on, because I don't know, that game just like sparked everything up. It was like all the different guns, the shooting, the story. It was great, and that's why I like actually started getting good at games. Not games like this, because, you know, it's hella hard. But I started getting better at games and stuff like that. And that's where I knew I was like, I can't give up games, because like I'm just addicted to them now. And I got a bunch more games for the PS3 and stuff like that. And one day I just got bored of it. You know, it wasn't really any more fun. I couldn't find any more games. So when I think, like last year when I was 11, I got the PS4. And I'm still so happy that I have it. Like, because all the new games are coming out and they have it. So, you know, like, I could just play them. And the first game I got for the PS4 was Star Wars Battlefront. No, it was Star Wars Battlefront and Rainbow Six Siege. I got two first games. I think Rainbow Six Siege I was the most excited for, because back where I used to live, I had my best friend Tyler, and he had the game, and he said it's really fun, I should get it. So I got it, and no, it wasn't even bad. It wasn't bad. Not one bit was it bad. And I think, yeah. So that's the story of like how I started playing video games and how I got obsessed with them, you know. And it's all because my dad. Like my dad is a big part of that, because he would have never let me play on the PS2, then I wouldn't be like how I am now, like bad. I'm not I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying it as a good way, because I mean, now I love playing video games, and you know, I'm trying to get a job as it on YouTube. And oh yeah, one more thing. I'm not gonna play anymore, but you know, the rest is this is just story now. But I remember me and my brother uh back on the Wii a long time ago. We had a Wii, and we used to watch YouTube, and we found Jacksepticeye, and he was like barely starting off, or he was like doing the like starting the Hunter series, and that also like made me want to start playing video games, and he's still one of my favorite YouTubers today. And I think 2016 when I started my YouTube, I think like I'm pretty sure I was watching one of his videos, and I thought, you know what, I want to do this, so I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, and that's how I got where I am now. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, just telling you guys how I got here. Just a short little story.